Ravi this side from Learn and Grow channel. So today we are going to discuss very important topic in Docker, that is Docker file. So I have created a video. There were, as you know, there are two ways to create a Docker image. Two ways to create image. First is your manual method that I have already explained you. So in manual method, what you do, you take a base image, and on the base image you, like, suppose you have to install the HTTP package, then you install it, then transfer some your source code or your any file you want to transfer. Then by using docker commit command you made a image. But there is one drawback with this method. Drawback is, like, every time I have to take the base image, then I have to repeat my steps what I have done, then my image will be ready. So it is called manual method. Another is using docker file. So using docker file, what we do, we create our image automation step. So in our docker file we write the steps that are required to build image, and then we execute these steps by using docker build command. Our image get ready. So if you see in docker, this is docker hub, you have mysql file. So see, for every docker image there is a docker file written for it. I will explain you how this docker file is written and how you can create your own docker file. Okay, so before creating the docker file you should know some keywords that are very important. First is from keyword. What is from keyword? From keyword is to specify, it is mandatory parameter, should always be present, and it is to specify the base image file, like on CentOS, on RHEL, which image, base image you want to take, and on that image you want to perform the steps to make your image. To specify base image. Second we have maintainer. This is optional keyword. Maintainer. Maintainer you can use to specify who is the author of this file, Docker file. Third we have run. What is run? Run is the commands you want to execute in to make your, to provision your image. You want to execute to provision your image. Some steps, some will not be clear to you till I go into the practical part. But just I'm giving you a theory overview so that you can have the grip on the practical part. So run command, like I want to run some command, run chmod. I have a file sample.sh. I want to give it this permission. Then I can use, or I want to run a user add command, user add. These are run command. So for every run command, this is very important point. For every run command, there will be a commit created in the image. Commit, as you in the Git, you have the commit to stored any change. Similarly, you have commit, like layer wise you store create your image. So I can do one thing, instead of writing multiple run command, I can do this thing. This thing I can do. Or one more way of writing is, like, support I want to install Firefox, I can write in this way also. This is more convenient and neat way. This is called exe form also. So there can be multiple run command present depending upon what commands we want to execute in our Docker file. Okay, fourth come add. Add is to copy some file from internet in your Docker file. From internet in your Docker file. Okay, fifth you have copy. Copy is like, suppose you want to copy something from your local storage or from your local Docker host, local file to your image. By using copy, you cannot do the copy from the internet. Sixth, we have expose. What is expose command? Expose command is on which particular port your uh, container will run. Suppose if I install the HTTPD or Apache package, then it will run on 80 port, but I can specify 8080 as in expose port, then my uh, port will run on 8080 port. So it is basically the port on which my container will serve the application. Then I have work directory, work dir. So this is also for if I do suppose work directory opt temp. So it means I'm changing to this directory. Or if I write like work dir in my Docker file at the end, where www.html. So whenever my container will boot from the image, then you will land in this directory. This will become the present working pwd directory for my container when it will launch the image. Okay. Then we have user. User is who will be owning the container namespace process. Okay, there can be two things like I can use the root user, or suppose for the Apache I can use the Apache process. So if I use the user root, then when I will login into my container that is built using this Docker file, then my default user will be root. If I have used the user Apache, then my user will be Apache. Better to use the application user here. So whenever you login into your container created by Docker file, you will do who am I, then you will find Apache. If you have given the root, then root will come. So better to use here Apache or other non-privileged user, because if you use root here, then for the security reason it will not be good. Okay. Then we have env. What is env? Env is to specify the environment variable. Suppose I want to take some environment variable in my Docker or container, sorry. Suppose I define port equal to 9090. So I want to use this environment variable in my container, and on the basis of this environment variable, I want to take some action or do something. I will explain you when we will create the practical file. Then you have CMD. CMD. The purpose of CMD is whenever your container will boot. This is the command that will be run. Suppose if I give user has been httpd, then what will happen? Then when my container will boot, this command will execute. So httpd process will start to run. So run command will be present only once in my file. Because if I give multiple CMD files, suppose I have CMD command 1, CMD command 2. So this command 2 will override this command 1. So only the latest command will execute. So my Docker file will have only one command to run when it will boot. This is the difference between run and CMD. Run I can have multiple times. CMD I will be having once. Okay. Then I have entry point. Entry point is also like CMD. It will run when your uh, container will boot, but there is one difference. Entry point is your can override CMD, so it can override CMD. So suppose if I have entry point and CMD both present, like if I have CMD 1 2, this is my command, and then I have entry point, then my CMD will overwrite my, then my entry point will overwrite my CMD command. So when we use the entry point, I will prepare a additional video because these two are somewhat confusing, entry point and CMD. I will create a separate video, but just for now, you can remember one thing. Suppose I run this command, uh, cmd user bin. I can run in this form the cmd command also. So, or suppose I have here uh, port parameter also. So I can do one thing, the static part of the command that will always execute. I can transfer it to entry point. Entry point user bin. So in my CMD, I can write this like this, and my port part, and the other things that can change. I can write this by using CMD. So entry point will become the actual static script you want to run, and the CMD will specify the parameter that you will pass to this particular entry point. Okay, let me give you example. Suppose I have a script entry point. Uh, I run a script sh sample.sh. Okay, this is my script suppose, and this script takes two arguments. CMD, I can specify parameter, suppose 5 and 6. These two parameter it takes. So now in my entry part, this sample.sh script will always execute, and it will take the command parameter cmd56. I can do one thing also. When I will run my docker run command, then here I can specify the my arguments also. Suppose I run a container that is container 1, and I specify image name xyz, and I specify parameter 7 and 9. So what will happen? sh.sample h will run, but this time this 7 and 9 will override this 5 and 6. So this is static part that will always execute, and these are parameter part. Things will be more clear when we will go into the practical part. I am again saying CMD and entry point are little bit confusing, so I will explain them in detail. So now this was theory part. Let me revise again. From is a mandatory parameter to specify the base image. Maintainer is the author of Docker file. Run you commands you want to execute. Uh, you can run the command by using ampersand multiple commands also here, or command one, and you can run in this form also. And for every run there will be a commit ID, means layer of a image. So better to use if you can club run command into single go. Or one more thing I want to explain, you can suppose you have long commands. I have command, this command, this is my long command, and I can do this, and then I can in the separate line I can write the another command. So this is command 2. So this means my line is continue, so I can write the run command in this way also. So better if you can club run command, better to club them, because then you will have a common commit ID. Add to copy something from internet, copy local file copy. Expose is on which port your container will expose the running application. Work directory, when you will log in into your container, what will be the pwd. User is the user who will own your container namespace process. So when you do who am I, so that user will come, that you will specify here. Environment is the, you can define the environment variable. On basis of this environment variable you can take multiple actions. CMD, this is run when my container boot, and will be present once in a file, because if it present multiple time, then the later one will override the previous one. Entry point is like also CMD, but it can override CMD. So whatever command we want to run, we run it by entry point, and by CMD I specify its arguments. As I've shown you, entry point, this is my static command, will always execute. By CMD I can specify this thing. One more example I have given. Suppose I run a script ss.sample.sh and cmd 56. So this is my static script that will always execute when my container will boot. But this parameter 56 I can overwrite during the container runtime. So this was the theoretical part on the Docker file. In the next video, I will explain you practical stuff, how we are gonna implement it. Thank you for watching. Take care. And if you like it, please subscribe. Thank